Welcome to Jacket Talk on LEB TV.
What's up, Jacket Nation? Welcome back to Jacket Talk. I'm Levi, and of course, Scout is here with me. We've got all the updates you need on how our Yellow Jackets have been making moves this week.
Yeah, Jacket Nation has been busy. Let's kick things off with some football. Our Lebanon Yellow Jackets traveled to Springfield and absolutely dominated Kickapoo with a 49-14 victory.
Coach Christian led the way as player of the game, and Beckett York snagged a touchdown too. The offense was on fire, but man, that defense, lights out. They kept Kickapoo in check all night.
Yeah, those guys didn't let up. Love seeing a complete team effort like that. Now switching over to volleyball, our Lady Jackets toppled Carthage in 4 sets.
And a huge shout out to Sailor Helen for hitting a major milestone, her 1,000th dig. That's an awesome accomplishment. Plus, the Lady Yellow Jackets finished third overall in the Missouri Cooperage Pink Fest tournament. Keep that momentum going, ladies.
Definitely. Unfortunately, our soccer boys hit a bit of a rough patch, falling to the Nixa Eagles in Christian County. Tough game, but they'll bounce back.
Speaking of bouncing back, how about our tennis ladies? They wrapped up the season with a 13-15 record, and Olivia Magruder is heading to the Misha State tournament to represent Lebanon. We are rooting for you, Olivia. Bring it home.
And while we're talking about competition, let's not forget about our softball team. They're heading into district play on October 17th in Wildwood, Missouri. Let's show them some support as they fight for a championship.
Now here's some big news from the pool. Our boys swim team finished third overall at Webb City Invitational. Those guys were flying through the water.
And let's not forget about the Lebanon Yellow Jacket Marching Band. They competed in the Branson Marching Invitational and did a killer job as always. Looking forward to what's next for them.
Okay, before we wrap up, there's something I need to address. So remember last week when I was supposed to get the tacos from Mel's on Madison?
Yeah, about that.
Well, it turns out the lineman we interviewed earlier this week, yep, they got some burritos. Meanwhile, I'm over here still taco-less. Someone's got to fix this, right?
Definitely. I mean, how are you going to leave Levi hanging? Not cool, guys.
All right, before we send it over to Kevin at Buzzcut's Barbershop, probably still surrounded by tacos. Big thanks to our sponsors, Ginger Wellness, Mid-Missouri Bank, and Mercy Hospital Lebanon. Without them, Jacket Talk wouldn't be possible.
That's right. And don't forget to catch Jacket Talk Overtime this Friday morning, and we'll be back next Thursday at 10 for another episode. Until then, stay loud, stay proud, and go Jackets.
My name is Jaysha Connor, owner and nurse practitioner here at Ginger Wellness. I believe that sometimes healthcare does too much, and I believe that's where wellness centers can really bridge that gap and really give people some confidence in natural ways, healthier ways, to really improve quality of life and to get healthy.
We want to feel better and live better lives. It's not about quantity, it's a lot about quality of your life.
Ginger Wellness is where I went to get my quality of life back.
I'm Monty Hayes, Community President at Mid-Missouri Bank in Lebanon. We have the best products and services with friendly faces you know as your neighbors. Our financial experts and community leaders live, work, and play where you do. In a world that is constantly changing, we have the technology and security to allow you to bank from anywhere. Our lobby and drive-thru is open 6 days a week at 278 North Jefferson, or visit us online at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Go Jackets!
Coach C joining us on Jacket Talk Overtime from Buzzcuts here on our weekly show after a 49-21 victory at Springfield Kickapoo last Friday night. Coach, good performance by your team after the opening kickoff was returned 90 yards for a touchdown by the Chiefs. So got behind, a little adversity early, but you just stuck with the program and took it from there.
Super proud of our kids. I told them on Monday that there is visible, tangible evidence of improvement, and that's what it's all about. And I think that our ceiling is yet to be reached. I still don't think we've played our best football, and I think that we have the capability to continue to grow. We've got to maintain an urgency to do that. Obviously, off of a 2-game winning streak, sometimes that can create, a little bit of a, we're going to step back and take a deep breath and not be as urgent. But I don't think that our kids are going to be in that spot. I really think that they're very hungry to keep this thing progressing in the right way. You highlighted the opening kickoff. You got to tip your cap to Kickapoo. They block that thing really well. We probably kicked it to the wrong person, which is on me. Honestly, both of those two guys we felt were dangerous. However, number 20 was the feature running back, and we felt like that Number one was perhaps the right guy, but in reality, that was not the case. And so we adjusted, and once we made an adjustment, we covered things very well from that point on. But certainly had to deal with a little bit of adversity, but that's really nothing new for our football team. Not that, we desire adversity, but I think that our team is definitely battle tested, and certainly, being down 7-0 right from the get-go wasn't anything that was going to burst our balloon at that point.
But you go to halftime up 35-7, the kickoff return, the only score that Kickapoo managed in the first half. What was the defensive game plan against the Chiefs, and how do you feel that was carried out?
I think Coach Allen and Coach Hicks and our defensive staff had a really nice plan coming in, and honestly, there were a little bit of parallels with the week before with Ozark and some other games. When you see these spread looks and you play them week after week after week, you have an opportunity to really expand not only in maybe the fronts you give, but the pressures that you give and the coverages. So I think that we're becoming more and more multiple, and we're executing at a much better rate against some of that stuff. And I thought that we did a tremendous job. It always starts up front, Kevin, and Mason Hendricks and Nick Allen, and the crew of guys that we have playing the nose position. Which we got Mason Jones, Kenneth Lucas gave us some valuable reps, and then Christian Williams comes in when we move Mason Hendricks to nose. It's kind of our fast D-line look. Those guys are flat getting it done, and that's where it all starts, is with that crew. And then the linebacker level in our secondary are also every single week getting better. We're getting tremendous play really from both levels. I feel like we're tackling as a football team better each and every week, and that's kind of a normal progression as you go through the course of your season. And so defensively, I feel like that we're in a good spot now. There are some things that we see on film that we got to continue to get better at. There's some things that maybe our opponents haven't taken advantage of yet that we see that we've got to get fixed, and so we're working really hard to get those things ironed up.
Coach, I was at the service on Monday at First Baptist Church. I got there about 12:15, sanctuary, and the upstairs was almost already filled by that time. And just an amazing tribute to a young man's life. Very emotional, very sad, some laughter at times, but I thought it was a fitting tribute to Rudy Zavalis. And you mentioned the job that Luke Winfrey, your former quarterback, did as a pastor at First Baptist Church. Just phenomenal. It really drew the community together on that day, I thought.
No doubt about it. And I can't say enough good things about Luke and what, he does for this community. And we have so many great pastors in this community that do great things. And Luke certainly is one of those. And he attacked, this thing that's so challenging so well. And it impacted everybody that was there. There's no doubt about that in so many ways. And the tribute was, I thought, perfect. In a very challenging situation because obviously Rudy Zavalis went too young, and there's a lot of wonders as to why, but we have to trust God in that, and certainly what Rudy's influence to everyone in this community has been powerful, and so he will definitely, his legacy will not be forgotten ever, and it'll live on.
Nice touch for Kickapoo High School to post his number 4 over in front of the Yellow Jacket rooting section on Friday night.
Classy, not surprised. Scott Phillips, their athletic director, and Nate Thomas, their head football coach, are tremendous human beings. And we're so grateful and thankful for the love and support from their booster club. The player signed a number 4 sign and gave us that. We're very grateful for the love and support and in challenging time. And obviously it's a lot bigger than a football game. I know when we crossed the lines, we were battling, but, there's a brotherhood in the fact that, it's 2 high schools in the same conference we've played for a long time. And both would do it for both.
Beckett York, 4 for 4 for 54 yards on Friday night, continues to grab command of the offense and really do an improving job week by week. You can tell that. It's obvious, isn't it?
It's very obvious. He's so much more comfortable. And I said this in our show last week. I really credit our senior class for doing a great job of surrounding him with support. And allowing him the opportunity to develop without a ton of pressure. He has some pressure, but I think the support that he's gotten from everyone has really allowed him to nurture and develop, and he's still continuing to do that. And in a lot of ways, I mean, he's starting to step into being a junior. And by the time we get to districts, that's exactly what I will consider him after having almost a full season, frankly, under his belt. He'll be very comfortable and ready to go.
Jax Glendenning, 216 yards, 32 carries on Friday night, was able to get most of the fourth quarter off. So just another workhorse type performance by him on Friday.
Absolutely, no doubt. I mean, we just ho-hum, right? 216. That's all, right? I mean, I laugh at that because how hard that is. But Jax runs as hard as any kid in the state, in my opinion. And, every single time he carries the football, you better bring it. It's just the way it is. I don't say that to be arrogant. That's just the reality. And he did a tremendous job. And like you said, with probably 10 carries left off the table by not playing in the fourth.
Lebanon will host Glendale for homecoming on Friday night at 7 o'clock as the Falcons come in under new head coach Frank Tristan. He's an alum of Glendale, and they've kind of revamped their offensive approach, haven't they?
They have. They're much different. Obviously, we saw the empty game for a long time. Very challenging to prepare for that. They now are more of a traditional spread look. They do have some empties still. In fact, I think they were 10, 12 snaps, maybe Friday in it. They've got multiple threats. The running back number 9 is a quality back. He's had a nice year. He's got another gear. Frankly, maybe than the last 2 backs that we've seen. Quarterback can run and throw. They've got 3 quality receivers, 11, 14, that can catch the football and do something with it after the catch. So an offense that, we've got to be very disciplined, and we've got to execute. We've got to execute our looks. We've got to execute our pressures. We've got to wrap up, and we got to get more hats at the ball carrier than one, and do a really good job in all of those areas. So a team that for us mentally as a football team, we cannot look at the record. We can't look at the scores maybe with some of those other games. What we got to look at is an opponent that is playing good football right now, and we've got to come out and have a lot of urgency to attack our opponent.
Great job at Kickapoo on Friday. We look forward to the Glendale game, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jack and Talk Overtime brought to you in part today by Mid-Missouri Bank, by Ginger's Wellness, and by Mercy. Back with more in just a moment.
We're sitting here with 3 offensive linemen, and they all turned down donuts. What is wrong with you guys?
I don't want to get like the sugar or whatever it is all over my face. Then I'd look bad, even worse on camera.
I don't want to look chubby in front of the camera more than I already do. So we're gonna
dry out my mouth.
Keep that waist non-existent,
I'm amazed that none of you ate a donut. I'm actually pretty impressed. I didn't eat any either, but I mean, like, I opened them up and showed them to you guys, and you were like, man, has Coach got you cutting weight, or are you wrestlers, or what's going on?
Nah, I'll grab one before I leave for sure.
You'll just wait till after.
Yeah, I'll wait so that way I don't look quite as big.
Gotcha. So it's Wednesday. We're doing some Jack and Talk. We're having a little fun with
3 junior offensive linemen for the Yellow Jackets. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Jake Redmond. I'm a junior, and I'm playing right guard, number 66.
All right.
I'm Hayden Perkins. I'm a junior, and I play left tackle, my number 72.
Eli Jackson, number 51, playing center.
Awesome. So we're sitting down with you guys, and we do things a little different in this type. We want to talk more about who you guys are, what you do outside of school, maybe touch on maybe what you think you're going to do after school. But first I want to start, you guys are juniors, and, you know, we always talk about seniors and leaving your impact in that. But can you tell us a little bit about what some of the seniors that you guys have interacted with or been teammates with, what they instilled in you guys?
The senior class right now is really good at leading, like as a whole. I mean, Jack's aside, he's always been hyping everybody up, but like I've never really had a bad experience with any of our seniors right now.
Right.
I completely agree. I mean, they're all, I won't say all of them, but most of them are natural born leaders. They get everybody ready. They're like, all right, keep the energy going. Because if people get down in practice, everybody gets down. And then practice just becomes not a good practice.
Right.
So they're really good at keeping everybody motivated and hyped up.
Cool.
They're also good at keeping everybody included.
Yes.
And making us all feel like a team.
That's got to be comforting. I know there's probably some times where there can be some division. Obviously, not to get too far into it, but there was some adversity to start the year and even up into last week, and building that team and kind of having those relationships has got to be pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
How did you guys manage some of the adversity at the start of the season? Like, what was it personally? Because most of this team, the community's not really experienced that side of football in, you know, recent seasons.
Yeah. It was definitely a struggle at first, but then you just got to work on yourself as a team, most importantly. You got to kind of forget about the last game as soon as it's done.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to ponder on a loss. You just want to look back and learn from it.
Right.
Yep. Just keep your head down and keep going.
Gotcha. So we talked before this. You guys are video gamers. I think all 3 of you. Matter of fact, you were playing a video game last night.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we were.
Care to admit? Because I probably wouldn't.
Nah, I'll admit it.
What game were you playing?
Fortnite.
All right.
I even got my mom to play Fortnite.
You got your mom to play?
She plays more than I do. Swear.
All right.
The Fortnite fiend.
Shout out to your mom for being a Fortnite fiend.
Yes.
And you played Fortnite last night, but like, is that typically, or is it like a Call of Duty, or what else do we play? Because you guys all said you don't play sports games, right?
I'm a Madden guy.
A Madden guy. What team? Chiefs?
Packers.
Packers. Why the Packers?
They're my favorite team. Go Green Bay.
All right. Jordan Love's back.
Heck yeah.
Played well. 4 touchdowns last week, I think?
Yeah.
Good. Feel good about that?
Oh, yeah.
Love or Rodgers? Who would you
Love.
rather have? Love. Okay. That's you're
Rodgers-
adamant about that.
Rodgers has fallen off.
Falling off.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a stat like he hasn't had a 300-yard game in, I think, years. It's been a little crazy. So we've established that you guys like Fortnite. We've established that you're a Madden guy in Green Bay. What about you?
I'll play some sports games with my dad on the occasion. Some Madden. He's a complainer.
He's a complainer?
Oh, absolutely. Every time it comes down to like I score or something, is he'll play on rookie and I'll have to play on all Madden. He's like, I have to be home team. There's a home field advantage. Anytime score touchdown, it's you're cheating. This game's rigged.
I always default to catch up mode. Like it somehow lets you come back. It wants close games. So what team do you play with?
I normally play with the Chiefs.
Chiefs, okay. Are you a cheater and run with Patrick Mahomes and like use like that to your advantage, or are you like a drop back?
No, sir. I run a wheel route about 9 times out of 10 and throw it to Kelsey.
Okay.
Every time.
Fair. And then we got a lot to talk about, you and I do, because you told me earlier you didn't know how to read.
I didn't say I didn't know how. I said I don't enjoy it, and it's not the easiest thing for me.
So what he's referring to is, before we started, I said, who's been the hardest person to block this season? And you said, I don't know. And I said, I think you said numbers, or somebody said a number, and you said, I don't know their numbers. I just block who's in front of me.
Yeah,
and
much.
So he does know how to read. We just jokingly can't check out a number. But tell us a little bit about how you guys are navigating high school, being student athletes, the time commitments, that sort of thing, or what's kind of kept you going?
Mostly my dad. He keeps me on track with everything. football is my priority. School is his priority. And so whenever I'm not focused in on school, he makes sure to get me straightened out before I go do anything else. So
Awesome. Handling school, what's your favorite subject?
I like history.
History.
Yes.
Okay. Like what era history? Pre-Civil War, post-Civil War, American Revolution?
I like it all. I really like the ancient stuff and
Okay.
then wars.
Egyptian. You like Egyptians and wars?
Yeah, the wars are interesting in themselves, but also I'm a Christian, so I like the Bible. I like to know how things came to be, how things are to here right now.
That's cool. What about you? What's your favorite subject?
I absolutely love history,
Okay.
and I also like lunch.
You gonna
That's
walk
it.
like an Egyptian like him, or are you? What part of history?
I really like the World War II, World War I era.
Okay.
Seeing how World War I affected World War II. That's
Okay.
kind of a
Cool.
I
And
really
then
like that area.
you mentioned lunch, but you don't like
Absolutely.
donuts.
Oh, I absolutely love donuts. Just can't make that public.
Okay.
No, it's on the down low.
All right. What's the best thing at school lunch right now? Like in my day, do you still have a salad bar?
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't eat
we
salad.
do.
You guys
None of
have-
us frequent
He
it.
wouldn't know.
Hey, you can load a salad up with like 4,000 calories pretty quick. So what's the best school lunch meal right now? Shout out to the lunch ladies.
Shout out to the lunch ladies. It's got to be the pork patty with the mashed potatoes.
Pork patty with mashed potatoes. All right. What do you like to eat when you're not at school? I know we had a soccer player that he only liked spaghetti and didn't like any other kind of pasta.
I really like cheeseburgers, and I
Cheeseburgers?
love Taco Bell.
Cheeseburgers and Taco Bell. Favorite thing at Taco Bell?
Beefy 5-layer burrito.
Beefy 5-layer burrito. Okay.
Absolutely.
Fair. Did you try any of those new sauces they have? Like they had the green sauce at one point. Now it's like a red hot sauce. Try any of those?
I'm gonna toss that over to this big guy because he's the one who ate the green sauce last time we went.
The green sauce is
I
good.
love it.
Why are they going to charge us for it though? Right?
I don't know. It's so unnecessary. Just let me eat.
Just let you eat. What do you get from Taco Bell?
About everything.
All
Just
right.
order the whole menu.
One of everything. I'll take
Yes.
one of everything. All right. Samuel L. Jackson, what do you, let's talk about food with you. What are you into?
I'm just like a good homemade cheeseburger.
Good homemade cheeseburger? Okay. On the grill or like a flat top smash burger?
Both ways, but preferably on the grill.
All right. Now, school. We got two history buffs. If you say history, then this is all rigged. So,
Hot take, I like math.
you like math?
Yeah.
What about math?
It's just nice whenever it clicks and you can solve problems. It's satisfying.
You want to do math when you get older too, or are you going to get away from that?
I'll probably get away from that.
Got it. You guys, any of you guys have plans after school set in stone, or do you kind of still filling out what your options are?
I have nothing set in stone, but I want to go. Right now, the plan is to get master's in education.
Okay.
And be except history instead of science, obviously.
I want to go to college, preferably either Pitt State,
Okay.
Missouri State, or Mizzou. Just something
Awesome.
semi-local.
And for you?
I don't know what I want to do. I'll hopefully go to college somewhere, but I don't know what I want to major in. So.
So definitely some sort of higher education, kind of move on in that direction. Well, guys, I appreciate you sitting down with us. Look forward to watching you guys finish out the season strong. I know you guys got all the support in the world, and talking to Abe and Avery last week, and I know Jax would say the same. Those guys can't do it without you, and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Go Jackets.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Go Jackets.
You got to say it.
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets.
All right. See you guys later.
All right, thank you so
See ya.
much.
Welcome to Jacket Talk on LEB TV.